What can you do? I didn't bring sunscreen.
You were outside for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm the color of glue, dude. Like, like I don't know what you were outside for 5 minutes. Yeah, have you seen how pale I am?
Yeah, that is also true. There's going to be a lot of survivability in this game for Bristleback, especially if he goes for that Vanguard, overprotective Wisp, Dawn ulti as well. Shaman is going to be playing with chicken fingers this time around. Good amount of harassment early on. You also have ways of maybe stopping some of the annoying things. You're still going to be dealing good amount of damage. It's not Giga Ward, but your wards are going to be dealing damage. You have minus armor coming out from Bristleback. You have summons from Enchantress. There's going to be, I'd say if they can keep this tempo that they have on paper, Spirit can really get the ball rolling relatively early on.
Yeah, they definitely can. I'm looking at this top lane, looking at the Shadow Shaman as well as the Dawnbreaker. We've seen this kind of combination before. There was a Spirit Breaker up against a Naga Siren where we saw maybe a little bit of a dodge with mirror image on the Starbreaker, but you don't really have that if you get the initiation on Bane. Yep. So you're gonna need to be careful with your Kataomi. Constantly using this Starbreaker right now, at least on a Pure, just trying to disrupt his lane. And even though it was a bad game last game for a Lifestealer, they still banned it out on Spirit to make sure that Pure didn't get the Lifestealer and making sure he didn't get his hero. But he got it this time, so, you know, what were Spirits seeing, or what do Spirits see with Pure on this Lifestealer that they're afraid of?
He just feels very comfortable playing the hero. He also had a bit of a newer item build with relatively early aghanim scepter, and there's also going for Octarine Core. There's that combo. You go with the Bane, Kataomi, will get shut down by Rue. Rue didn't really have a game in the previous one. Neither him or Law. They died way too many times, and this is a good start for Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, you really want level 6 early. So if they can get that, they'd be happy. You were talking about that just a couple seconds ago, too. You know, just having that Serpent Wards and being able to have that push. It was actually, you know, you had Shadow Shaman on Spirit last game trying to even make moves far forward with the Serpent Wards, but was getting caught in the lane. And now Nightmare pulls him under the tower. Root taking a lot of damage from this tower and gets ripped up. That is a quick kill in this lane by dragging him under the tower and getting those hits, and Collapse forced back and needs to start to heal and get some mana back under his belt. If he can get some health, maybe he can start using this Soul Ring and using the full life and mana of Rue when he's back into the lane, but that was a good job there by BetBoom.
Pure should be okay in this lane. And there's going to be a lot of attention on Kataomi because he can stop the Starbreaker from going off. And also, I guess the reason why they decided to ban it is because he's sitting at 50% win rate on the hero. Sorry, 80% win rate on the hero. Played it 5 times, did win 4 games.
It's pretty high. Almost 100. It is. We'll see save on this Muerta and goes after Mposhka. But nothing really doing over bottom, and this is kind of something that makes me a little bit nervous for BetBoom, is how open the game gets for Yatoro, because he showed how good he can be with this Bristleback and how hard you can hit with Seeing Red.
Yeah, he can, but this time around, I think he's going to be playing into a bit of a counter as well. I want to see Mage Slayer on Monkey King this game. You are playing against Red Bristleback, so you want to remove some of that damage. You are playing against Puck, so you want to remove some of that damage as well.
Good job on save, but the Wisps are not
nicely done. Loves every single time you watch save on Muerta. Not the most popular hero from position 4 right now, but always a treat to watch.
I think we've seen it more carry, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Miro and save. I mean, this lane has gotten better with time. Save, we've talked about it, and we fawned over him last game. He has just been so good in this tournament for BetBoom. Nightmare Kataomi pulling back Rue. It's opening up the map for Pure. He's only 21-4. Compare that to the Bristle, though, only 4 CS off, trying to take out this Sentry Ward, and unable to do so. Now gets the Shackle, will hold him down, but that really doesn't do much of anything. Rue now sacked, tries to turn, open wounds, and Rue is in trouble. Gets under the tower, but that is gonna pop that foul play.
That's gotta get changed 100%. Like, people are complaining about silencers, double global silence being very annoying. This is also one of those things. We already changed it, but it's still very difficult to deal with in some of the situations. Not so much in the professional e-gamer scene, but mostly about the pub scene.
Seems like foul play. Hold that thought. There into a they just make it look so easy.
Beautifully executed. And Daniel also talked about Flux being the driving force of the team, where he needs to be the one having a good game. This one kill will definitely set it back.
He died this game. We got our answer 6 minutes in. Protective Wisps and the Nature's Attendants are not enough heal this early on in the game. This is surging so far. GPK, he has been really good. Last game, I mean, he's coming up with steroids games. Shot again. One more time. We'll come back to the lane. We'll see you later, Laurel. Oh my.
Oh, man.
They got full supports here.
They're really camping him. Game 2, Laurel didn't have impact. Like, he was really struggling. Every single time there was a coil, he was the one getting coiled in every single fight. And now he's still level 5. GPK is almost level 7. Man, difficult lane and difficult game for him again. GPK still yet to die in this series. Even though they lost game number 1, he did not die at all. He finished off the second game with 0 deaths as well.
That is great. Oh my, and he goes for even more. Now he's top. He gets collapse. This is looking pretty bad right now for the side of Team Spirit. Early on. No stranger to adversity, though, in games.
It might be that extra air that he's getting from that nose thing that he's wearing.
It could be.
Could be affecting his performance. More oxygen means a bigger brain usage.
Huh. So I'm really gonna need to.
Yeah, you need like the full pack.
I gotta have 4 on my nose at once. Wukong's comes through. Nightmare pulling him back towards GPK. He is gonna find another kill. He's on a mega kill streak. First game 5-0-4 for GPK despite the loss. Second game 9-0-23. And currently 9-0. He didn't have enough for the first time. Yes, range was in here GPK is unstoppable. Dota, you could say that again. I mean, the guy just does not die.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And he's not even playing on time. Another kill for GPK. Wiggins sick at 8 minutes and 45 seconds. That's insane.
This is going to be really insane timing on his diffusal blade as well. Bristleback in this game is going to get countered. You have the tankiness coming out from pretty much all 3 cores. You have a good amount of saves. You have Meister who can infect you, save you. So this time around, Yatoro is not going to be able to replicate what he did in game number 1.
Gosh, they got to kill GPK.
It's a lot of gold.
I don't
Ring 5.
I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like I have to ask the question, right? Has there ever been a 3-game series in which a series in which you've lost 1-2 and not died ever in the series? There has to be, right?
There has to be. It's really rare. Like, a lot of the times people will say you have to die. If you didn't die in a losing game, you did something wrong, you know. But that first game, it ended relatively quickly.
16-14. It wasn't even a lot of kills.
It wasn't really an action-packed game by any means.
If anybody's listening, somebody get me a statistic, because I'd love to know. Granted, we are in the early goings of this game. Just hit 10 minutes.
He gets amplified damage as well. That's gonna get dispelled immediately. Boschko's like, see ya. I do not want to be dealing with that one.
Deal with that amplify damage. You've been given a lot, but we needed to chill out.
I love the build from Yarrow as well. Yarrow is one of the guys that really knows how to think outside of the box and go for the right itemization. Going for Spirit Vessel, great against Dawn, great against Enchantress with the heals. We saw Enchantress being slightly more popular at Wallachia. It does heal insane, like it does heal for quite a lot. Difficult to kill sometimes because you have Lifestealer, you have Monkey King, you can't really hit her immediately. So this Spirit Vessel is going to be really good, and it's also good against Bristleback.
Yeah, definitely good against Bristleback. That's the one question, right? Like, Bristle's still getting a decent amount of farm out of the game. They need to make sure that they slow him down if they want to continue this trend of getting a net worth advantage on the side of BetBoom.
Yeah.
What can you do?
We'll see. What can they get?
Tell me it's a
Sub diff.
They really made the difference in this one. Ganking for GPK, killing Laurel twice. Did really make a difference.
I like the little emote on it too, just the Marcy thumbs up. Like, yep, sub diff. GPK is here again. We'll run towards Roche.
Not untouchable yet.
Alright. Boundless strike action, still healing just a touch. And eventually the Nightmare pulls him in. Who gets it?
And that's a Spirit Vessel charge. Earn charge, but he does have Spirit Vessel on the courier.
We've talked about this too with the Lifestealer. You go into the Ancient Black Dragon and you farm really well.
You do. With the Gore Storm, you can easily get your Radiance timing. I guess that's also the reason why the Pure lost.
Brewing Shovel, and Pure will chase him down. And this is a dead tier 1. 2 to 11.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
2 big items. Pure also this time around going for Arlet as his first item. Seeing that they don't have that much damage, so he can definitely toggle it in the middle of a fight if necessary. A lot of the times you see it in reverse, Radiance into Arlet if it's a good game for it. Sometimes it's SMY, sometimes it's aghanim scepter as well. Yatoro getting slapped.
They go to the Fiend's Grip. They'll get the kill. The Wiz gets to stop the Boundless Strike. Collapse is dead to GPK, who's on that monster kill streak.
Is under attack.
It's a very difficult game. Yeah. Laurel not getting involved in this one. They also have an insane amount of tankiness. If you get the boat off, if you get the enchantment to somebody, who's going to be dealing damage inside of Spirit. Sure, you have some of the survivability, Dawnbreaker ulti with these overprotective whips, but that has also been answered slightly with this early Spirit Vessel from Yarrow.
That early Vessel, first time purchase for the Kunkka. And he's almost got the Blade Mail. He's very farmed. He's top of the net worth. This you think about how Monkey King's having an amazing start on Skill Streak. Nero is still finding so much farm that he is ahead of even the Monkey King by just a couple of golds.
Dire are scared.
Kunkka does farm a lot.
Yeah.
Once you get to level 7, one of the fastest farmers in the game, actually. A little surprised we haven't seen too much of a carry Kunkka. This is something that Paravision loves to play. In terms of Kunkka's nerfs, we haven't seen nerfs to Kunkka being carried.
Again, is going to be this easy kill. 14-minute Godlike. Definitely got to be one of the quickest Godlikes out there. In a pro game as well.
Not sure who even deals with this. This is a problem. And also him itemizing for BKB so that he can walk out of the coil if he gets initiated on. Will make him relatively tanky as well. If he gets Jingu in the middle of a fight, one sleep, both, like, he's super tanky. And he doesn't want to die. That's why he's opting to go for a BKB. Knowing that he can get the kill.
Potential beyond Godlike here. GPK. This kill, but it is long to get this kill on Maposhkin. Finally, GPK dies beyond Godlike. 10-0-3. 15 minutes in. He is involved in 13 of the 15 kills that they got. and just be out. No,
Chicken
no way.
fingers.
Chicken fingers.
Unfortunately, he did not have his phase boots ready for another 3-4 seconds. I think he realized and tried to TP out. Good kill. Laurel gets the last hit. Any kind of a kill they can get on the map right now would be good. Still, BetBoom getting more gold out of that one.
Monkey back to the top of the net worth. And the supports are quite farmed for BetBoom too. Almost 4,000 gold for this save work. So this is a really good support game, and you've seen what he's able to do, landing those dead shots, putting the calling right on them. When you're pop, the survivability is so difficult when you're feared and immediately silenced and slowed up, stuck in that silence too, right? You're trying to run out of that calling, but you've been inhibited by the diffusal. It's not easy.
No. You get that shot, you get Fiend's Grip. There's a lot of things, like even such a simple setup with Nightmare.
Maposhka did the GPK, and another one of the board. It's 11 kills for this Monkey King. And, oh, regen rune. Oh, casual regen rune for him too. Get all that mana back.
This is something that Monkey King from the mid lane, I'm gonna say struggles, but definitely lacks if you go for the diffusal blade. You don't have enough mana, needs to constantly bring out clarities. Miero, even Pure is here. They will get the kill. Eventually, Sister Shroud.
He could have swung a couple times there and waited for Pure to just pick up that kill. Not greedy at all.
This item on Shadow Shaman feels so good. You have foul play, and then if you activate, if your Sister Shroud gets activated, then you're not going to be able to kill him instantly. You need some kind of a damage on the ground. Spell that he can't reach. Yatoro having a pretty slow game this time.
There's that Radiant 17 minutes in for the Lifestealer. If Spirit find a kill on the Monkey King, though, he's money in the bank. They're investing in their own future, right? It's tactical. I've got a lot of copium over on this side.
This one was on purpose. Let's see, GPK, they're ready to initiate. This is supposed to be the big timing on Spirit. Aghanim scepter on Bristleback. The push got caught again.
Balance strike one more time, and it's just the typical Enchantress chase. The heals are alive. Meanwhile, Sword Guardian on the other side. They got the push, Pure comes over. They're going to try and clean up the Dawnbreaker. Collapse with the Celestial Hammer and the feature on Yatoro for a second. Here comes GPK. He's coming through. Save Kantomi, both dead on the side of BetBoom. GPK in the balance truck. They got the kill on the roof, but they won't get that Dawnbreaker. It looked like GPK was going to be in time to maybe lock some of these kills. Not too bad from Spirit overall.
No, Aghanim Scepter showing the strength of it on Bristleback. Dealing good amount of damage, but again, two supports are not doing much on Spirit. Not being able to deal anything. Killing the Shadow Shaman before he can get the Mass Serpent wards off. And then you can maybe try to take a fight around it. At least Laurel is getting some okay farm considering everything, considering how this game started for him. Does have Blink Dagger on the Courier.
Nobody else is here but Pure. Radiance off, maybe waiting for rotation.
They want Yatoro in the bottom lane. Miero's keeping X.
Kunkka, there's the X. And Kunkka helping to get this kill into Yatoro. I mean, that's Kunkka just coming over. Kunkka coming over. Oh, he's got the X to pull you back in.
You need a different career. Hard game for him. Playing into the Diffusal Blade on Monkey King. Playing against the Lifestealer, which means that he's going to be life-stealing a lot.
This is one of those things I mean, you can sit there and look for a high five knowing that you can block down these heroes long enough to get your team over. 21-6. God damn. Still, I mean, maybe it's just the way Dota is now, but I feel like with this much of a kill lead, 7,000 doesn't feel like what it should be.
No, but also the composition of the heroes that they do have on side of Spirit. These are not like very easy heroes to come back with. We saw them making a comeback 2 times so far in Wallachia against the Mega Creep. Some insane resilience coming out from them. But this time around, these heroes are not so good at doing so. Like, there's only so little you can do with the Enchantress. Maybe you can try to delay the game, creep skipping, but Dawnbreaker is also not that hero. Like, it's not the hero that can get you into the game where you want it to be, especially with the setup that they do have. Like, these are this type of a lineup from Spirit was supposed to be winning, snowballing early, and trying to make something happen, but it never came down to that. GPK just had too good of a start.
Maposhka again trying to TP out. Dead shot connects. The fear is there. GPK. They get the kill on Maposhka. They've got the amplified damage that chases on, hoping to not get brokered. Finds the X. Team Spirit and Collapse is dead. Sable fall. Laurel, the only one alive on the side of Team Spirit, but they still cannot kill GPK.
No, they just don't have enough damage. Like, even with this aghanim scepter on Dawn, it shows some of the strengths of the lineup, what it's supposed to do, but they're so far ahead. Pure not dying, GPK not dying. They managed to kill Miero once, so pretty much all of these deaths have been between the 2 supports.
Miero has that Ags flying out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pure, man, he is having quite the game. We've seen look back at this fight, and Naomi survives for a long time, considering he's surrounded by Serpent Wards. Enough to get the Nightmare off for a second onto the Shadow Shaman. He was gonna survive this, but I'm stupid and should have realized it's GPK. He doesn't die in this series. He's gonna keep that 0. But man, yeah, it's, you can see the emotion coming through, and it is starting to show. And as it is now a 9,000, now 10,000 net worth lead. As they picked up that shrine, they got the shard for Kethaomi, and Spirit are looking for any answers that they can find. 5-man smoke from BetBoom, as they will cross over. They got the Tormentor, they've got Pure top of the net worth. Each one of these cores have shared their time at top of the net worth, but it's going to be who else but Maposhka getting a smoke broken, TPing out. Does get to escape this time, but it seems like every time BetBoom are moving around the map, it's somehow Maposhka.
Yeah, he's trying to make something happen. Very difficult game for him. This Spirit Vessel is also going to ruin him. You're playing into the Lifestealer, so there is rage. There's multiple ways of killing you. He needs to get out of the map, fish for some information, maybe try to buy a little bit more time until they get to the next round of items, but overall, very, very difficult game for Spirit.
At this point, they will get a tier 1 tower over top. They go into Roshan, and this will be an Aegis. See if they would give it to GPK. That almost feels like a bit of a waste. The guy doesn't die, right? Like, why would you give an Aegis to somebody who's just not dying anymore?
Is under attack.
It's probably Pure's
Pure's actually going to pick it up. That means that GPK is pretty confident that he is not going to die. Does have shard available, so can get out of the trouble as well. BKB, poor man's shield. Extra bit of armor against Bristleback with the tough enchantment.
Spirit need to avoid fighting, but that's gonna be pretty tough with an Aegis in the hands of BetBoom team, and they can pressure. Save going for the Gleipnir and the Boots of Bearing. And then Basher for Pure, and I believe Monkey King's also looking for a Basher. So double Basher TPing out in front of this team is going to be not impossible.
Yeah, you're playing into BKB Piercing Tools, X Mark. Way too many ways of dealing with anybody who wants to try to TP out.
Is under attack.
what's that big item? Like, I'm just not seeing that big item on Spirit, at least not right now, that can get them back into the game. Aghanim, Scepter, and Bristle was supposed to be the okay timing for them, considering everything. And they got a double kill out of it. It's just the rest of the team is hot. A lot of the times we've seen Shadow Shaman being paired up with Dawnbreaker. You go in, you drop the Serpent Wards, Shackle, Hex, then she comes in with the Dawnbreaker ulti. A lot of damage that can kill most of the heroes at this stage of the game, but they are very tanky. And BetBoom, they've been moving as a unit ever since Game 2, pretty much.
Radiant's
Yeah,
top
ever
tower
since
is
Game
under
2,
attack.
it has just been all BetBoom.
Radiant structures are
Rage
fortified.
just continuing to push this tier 2 tower. It's very tough for them to find an answer on Spirit, but they've been using these Serpent Wards to push, and they've slowly been getting
Radiant's top tower is
a
fallen.
little bit back. It was like 9,000, now it's 6,000. They get the bottom tier 1. Something that Rue was trying to accomplish in the last game. He's been punished a little bit for it, but he's been getting a couple of towers and putting some damage on too. Got some damage on the top tier too. They also got the bottom tier 1.
Down the push, because they're going to be doing the same thing on the other side of the map. Try to push it out a little bit more, but he's going to get punished. Naomi has been doing a very good job so far at Wallachia, making sure that these types of plays are going to get punished.
Fiend's Grip, Primal Spring, and
GPK sees the damage. Needs to use Wukong's command. We'll be happy with that one.
Tino and Blitz. Wukong's going to be down now for 75 seconds. Not sure it's necessarily needed in any of the fights that they take, but this is literally just pure running at Yatoro in this Ancient Prowler Shaman.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Finding bait. Kill for Spirit, anything they can get around the map is going to be worth quite a bit.
They need to play like that. Rue needs to play this type of a game where he gets out of the map, smoke up, try to get something done. Dawnbreaker ulti is ready. Doesn't have wards available for another 15 seconds.
Radiant's middle tower
He's smoked up. If he can find GPK here, they might need the extra bit of a damage from Mass Serpent Wards. And I believe he saw him. Smoke broke.
GPK. Guardian, is this the first time? They got it. They have broken the streak of deathless time. GPK, he was worth a lot of gold.
Still, a very good move. This is exactly what they need to do. Rue is on the... Oh, they placed the sentry and he saw him. I'm not sure he wanted to go for this one. I think he wanted to go for the D-Ward, but that's going to be an extra input from the goal for them. Nero will take that one, or Wooly. It's going to be save in the end.
1,065 gold for that kill on GPK. I think the kill streak should have carried over from the last game, and he should have gotten like 4,000.
Yeah, they would get 4,000 or 5,000 gold from that kill then.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Man, well, made it to 28 minutes into this game.
BKB ready.
Yeah, but now they don't even they bashed. I think they gripped, but they almost didn't even need that. You went like an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes without dying.
This game included?
Radiant's
So it was
top
42
tower
in the
is
first game,
fallen.
36 in the second game. That's 76 minutes, and then 25 here. It's 100 minutes, so like an hour and a half-ish, hour 40.
That's pretty impressive. Now Pure will go for the high ground. They have he needs to buy a little bit more time. Rage. boat coming out from Kunkka. Wukong's command, burning Yatro's mana instantly.
Radiant's
Also getting the kill on point before that. The Spirit Vessel. GPK. He got stuck.
Ally strike in the middle of all Serpent Wards. It's fine.
Here's gonna come back with that X mark. Will heal up, back to full HP. BKB as well used in the previous fight. So now you have
Radiant's bottom
Rage, 12
tower.
seconds, 20 seconds of Iman.
Ally strike is finishing blow. There's no hoodie really to help out Rue. He wants to use that chicken fingers, but
Radiant's bottom barracks.
I mean that's just the start. X shackle. And have maybe some follow-up, but nobody's alive. Yatro's still dead for 10 seconds, so these things he wants to put together don't really mean much. He's kind of staying top under the tier 3 tower, hoping
Radiant's middle barracks
that he doesn't
are under
get
attack.
killed. He's a lot of their control. Search, they'll go for Yatro, who's even the run of Yatro, so they'll pull him back in with the X marks to stop. The sword doesn't matter much. Piercing the veil. The silence from the Waning Rift doesn't really matter. He's in the pierce the veil. The damage is good. You're see the veil turns on the two. Enfeeble. These quills are spreading. More time, but they will lose Laurel and Yatro. And they have a buyback on Laurel. They're going to need to fight back in the TP attempt. He's coming back. He's coming back. He can go for Laurel. They've got the pistol blade right now. Secure the game here, but Maposhka's on the run. Another hits on a kill, but they hit the X. They take out Maposhka, and it's just Rue.
Radiant structures
That
are
was such a
fortified.
clutch play. Also, save coming out from Naomi. X mark. Now they have an extra bit of a heal as well. Spirit Vessel. Deep Spirit. Fly back. Not available in yellow. And the top 10 one, but he's really not.
Force the buyback. They lost collapse anyway. It's just the supports. Those secure mega
Radiant's
creeps.
tower is under attack.
Here getting tipped out. 13-0 and 12 this game. 15-2 and 11 for GPK, who's back in 5.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Maposhka enfeebled, Gale
Radiant's
guarding,
top
but
barracks has fallen.
that is just not enough. Another Beyond's got
Лучше играйте все до конца.
Pure for Pure.
I guess that's why they decided to ban Lifesteal in Game 1, Game 2, and really shows how well he plays it. 14-0 and 12.
Really insane performance from Pure. BetBoom, they started the tournament a little bit shaky, had to go all 5 rounds in the Swiss stage, but since we have hit the playoffs, they have looked really good. Supports are spread out. Dead shot connects. Wukong's command is there. That's what he did again. He has buyback this time, but the Future is onto the Dawnbreaker. The Shackle's out of Pure, but they still have GPK. Pure, while Shackle gets the kill. Finish off Rue. They look over the comes in, and he will bring them down with the ghost ship, just like the Titanic sunk. So will the dreams of Team